Kippies, it's Vicky. Shelly's not with me. You know, Shelly can't always do the cool things that I do. But anyway, I am camping in Cades Cove campground. Now, if you didn't see my Cades Cove 11-mile loop thing I did, I'm going to link it on here. You really need to watch that one. It's really good, I think. But I love Cades Cove. I have not camped at this campground though since I was probably maybe 25 years old. That's been a long time ago. So I thought when I was here last time that I would give it a shot and try it out. Now, this is a very primitive site. There's no hookups. You don't have electrical hookups and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of tent campers here. Do you want to say hello? Mr. Otis came with me. Otis, say hi. You want to say hi? Okay, I guess he's done. He did his debut. But yeah, so you kind of have to be self-sufficient. So I'm in Marcia, the van, and because I'm going to be going to Knoxville tomorrow, but not. She has everything. Like, she's got the water holding tank and the water pump, and so we have water. Right now we have the generator running with the air conditioning. Now, one problem that I may have is I like to sleep with it cold, or I cannot sleep. Well, you're only allowed to run your air conditioning from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. So not sure how this is going to go tonight. But not only for me, Otis actually gets very, very hot. And if you know anything about Frenchies, their little snouts, they don't need to get hot. So we'll see how it goes. I've got a cool fan back here, and I think it'll be all right. And we're in the mountains, so it's okay. But right now, I'm telling you what, I know you can't see this. Let me see if I can turn it around here. Let's see. It is pouring down rain. Pouring down rain, like hard. And I got caught in it. So that's cool. But tomorrow, what I plan on doing here on this trip is I'm actually going to take my electric bike and I'm going to ride that 11-mile loop. And I'm doing that in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. And the reason for that is because they do not allow vehicles on this trail on Wednesdays. And I just think that's amazing. I've never been here and not had vehicles on it. And so sometimes that's frustrating. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. But Cades Cove Campground, got everything set up somewhat, I guess. I've got my jackery over here. You can probably see my jackery. I've got that fan I was talking about back there. Yeah, so everything's set up and ready to go. We'll see what happens. I'll check in tomorrow. Nothing exciting is going on tonight. I'm just going to sit back here, listen to this rain, and read 11-mile loop tomorrow. I'll catch you then. Peace. Y'all say good night. Say good night. Say good night. Good night. Okay. I said I was going to wait till in the morning, but I decided to get back on here tonight. And here's why. So, in Cades Cove, like, again, if you saw my other video, the bears are everywhere here. But in this campground specifically, they actually had a bear in here this morning, and they're very, very strict on leaving food outside. Like, you can't do it. They advised not to even eat outside unless you absolutely had to, but it was critical to make sure you got everything up. So before I came, I already knew they had the warnings up. So I thought, well, this is a great time to try some of my dehydrated food, right? Because Shelly and I are getting ready to do a couple backpacking trips, and then we're going on the big 20-mile backpacking trip in November. So when we go on that one, we will not have any access to any other food. So what we take is what we'll eat. And so anyway, I thought, well, you know, I've not really ate a lot of backpacking meals. I really haven't. So I thought, well, this is a good time to try. So I'm going to kind of show you what I got, and then I'm going to kind of pick out what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. But we have beef stew, and this is, I think most of these are Mountain House. For the few that I have had, I've enjoyed them. But let's see, this one is lasagna right here. Whoops. Lasagna. Now, a lot of times these things are very, very high in calories. So this is great if you're out backpacking, but since I didn't really backpack today, I rode my bike a little bit. I don't really want to eat like a huge amount. So for example, this is 340 calories per serving. There's 2 servings in here. So most of the time when I do have this, I'm not able, I eat just half of it. So, but pay attention to that, because you don't want to end up consuming a huge amount of calories. And again, unless you've went out and you have been doing the backpacking, which is what these are really for. This one, for example, isn't bad. It's 420 calories for the whole thing with 10 grams of protein, so that's really good. Okay, this one has 19 grams of protein, but again, it is a 2 thing. This is a yellow curry, 14 grams of protein, 500 calories for this one. So yellow curry with chicken and rice. And what else have we got? We've got 3 cheese mac and cheese. That one is 510 calories for the whole package, so not too bad, actually. I've got a bunch of junk in here. Let's see. This is 2 servings. This is spaghetti with meat sauce. It's just 480 calories though for all of that. Let's see. I don't know how I got tools and everything in here, but I did. Now these are fantastic. I don't know if you've ever tried this before, but it's freeze-dried ice cream. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, this one's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, but they have like the ice cream sandwich. They have mint chocolate. If you've never tried this, you got to. I'm probably not gonna have it today, but oh my God, it tastes just like it. It's so cool. I love it. Now this one I've had, I love it. It is my absolute favorite, so I had to bring it. Biscuits and gravy. It's 560 calories for the whole package. I could never eat the whole package. But oh my gosh, it's so good. Let's see what else we got here. That may be it. Yeah, that's really it. I do have this. This is a buttermilk hot cake mix. I don't know when I'll use that. I don't know. That probably came in one of my boxes or something. I need to see what all that crap is. But anyway, so I'm gonna pick one of these out. Might go with the yellow curry. I've really been wanting to try that. I'll look it over and I'll get back to you and tell you which one we're doing. I decided to go with the beef stew. Okay, that's what we're gonna do here. It says to tear this off, you put like 1 3/4 cup of water in it. I don't have a measure, I'm just gonna guess it. We'll pour that water in there, we'll stir it, we'll close the zipper, and we'll wait 5 minutes. We stir it again, and then we wait additional 4 minutes. So after we pour the water in, it takes a total of 9 minutes, and we will have some beef stew with gravy, beef, potatoes, carrots, and peas. Yum! Okay, so I poured the water in here. Alright, and I'm gonna stir it up. Yep, and wait 5 minutes. Stir it again and wait 4 minutes. And I don't care to tell you, it smells really good. So we just close this back up here. See what happens. See you in 5 minutes. All right, timer went off, 4 minute timer. So we're gonna get over here and tuck this old mountain house. Oh, that smells so good. It really does. It really, really does. Alrighty. Here's what she's looking like now. Can you see that? Fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna close this up. Hey Siri, set timer for 4 minutes. We got it set. So I'll see you in 4 minutes. Oh boy, the timer went off. The timer went off. It's going to be too hot to eat, but it looks amazing. I think I put the right amount of water in it, so that worked out well. Not too bad for guessing. So there's the final. There's the, well, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get it this way. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Look at this. See that steam coming off there? Wow. This looks so good. It's too hot. I guess I can try to take a bite, but it... This is a good one. I still think I like beef stroganoff better. So if you ever try the Mountain House beef stroganoff, it's very, very good. But this one's really good. I would eat this again. All right, now I'm done for tonight. Maybe, yeah, probably. So I'm gonna see you in the morning. Peace. Hey guys, just started out on riding on the trail today. And there's 3 cubs over there up in the tree, and then I tried to point out one. I don't think you can see him, but I've got my binoculars with me and it's amazing. But I mean, I can see him very well right here. Oh wow. It's the most incredible thing. Incredible. Get outside, people. Get outside.
Now, if we're going to be able to see anything, who knows? But... Oh, wow. There's 2 of them. Don't do that. They just laugh at that.
This is a bear right here. Alrighty, let's take a look at this baby. I love the black. They have white. I think they have other colors too, like pretty colors, blue. They have this in a blue, but you can take a look at their website and see all the different choices of color. I really like the black and blue. I think it looks really pretty. So let's kind of go through here. I am not a mechanical kind of girl, so if you're expecting a lot of great details of this, you probably need to find someone else. I'm here just to give you the basics about this bike. All right, so the first thing, we'll start back here. You'll kind of see I've got this little bag. It looks awful. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. I can't stand how it looks, but I love it. It holds a lot of stuff. I actually got this on Amazon. So, but it's got all kinds of storage up front, storage on each side. It's really nice. You can remove it and carry it. So I like that a whole lot. The seat, as I said, they gave that when I bought this. They'll do that a lot of times. They'll throw in little extra accessories when you purchase from them, so be on the lookout for that. But that is something you're gonna have to do. I've already said that. You've got to get a new seat, so make sure you do that. All right, so we do have keys down here. So you can just turn that on, so you can see right here is the key, and I actually have it on. You can see I'm powering it right now because I ran all the power out almost on my ride today. But right here is your little thingy poo. And if you'll hit that, it's gonna turn your screen on. That screen you'll see up here, it's gonna give you your energy. You can see I'm almost fully charged. I'm gonna guess it probably takes a couple of hours to get it completely charged on there. Now, the PAS, that stands for pedal assist. So you can see here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you never want to start off on 5. I usually start off on 1. And the reason that I do that is it helps me take off a lot easier, because you can see right here, this will actually spin just like a motorcycle. Okay, it'll turn. And when I put it on 1, I get on the bike and let it just pull me out. And that's, you know, the only time I'm usually doing that. And if I'm on level ground or something, I'll just leave it on the PAS 1. But 2 is what I use personally most of the time. So the pedal assist 2, you're still getting some exercise, but you're not dying. And I think I one time today had to put it on 3 to go up this huge hill, but I've never had it on 4 or 5. But you can do that, and you can even ride this like a scooter. You can just turn that and go. The one thing you need to know though is the more assist that it's giving you, the less battery life you're going to have. Okay, so a lot of your battery life's going to, you know, it's probably going to be, I have been told this thing will probably go 20-25 miles before the battery will die on it. But a lot of that's going to depend on, you know, what pedal assist do you have it on, what's your weight. Weight's going to be a thing that'll drain some of that. So I think it just varies for everyone. I never go by what they say. I would advise you just to get it and test it and kind of see where you are before just going by what they say, because I don't know if it'll go 20 miles. It just depends on what you're doing. I did buy a bell to go on here, and the thing that I love about this is it has the little Apple chip thing that goes in that you can actually track. So it's got the GPS tracking in it. Again, when my bike got stolen, it really made me mad. So I do not ever want that to happen again. So I got that on there as well. Also, I have this electric lock. So if I'm leaving it somewhere, I've got a key to that. I can take it and then just lock it up. So extra security. People steal these things like crazy, as I very well know. Now, right here you can see, you can actually flip that down, and and I'm not going to do it, but it's real easy. You just flip it down and your handlebars go down. And then you can also see over here on the side, you just push this right here and pull it out, and it'll fold your bike in. So it'll fold every bit of that up for you, which is pretty cool. It does have headlights and tail lights on it. I will tell you, the headlight is, it's not huge. It's not very, very bright. It would be okay. But I would definitely recommend getting you a different headlight on it. All right, going back up here, of course, you have your front and your back brake on both sides, and then you have 7 gears. Okay, so if you want to gear up or down, I'm sorry, you push that, and to gear up, you just push this and it'll take you up wherever you need to be. So it's a pretty nice looking bike, I think for the price they've got it right. And I'm going to tell you something, their customer service is bar none. I've never had any better customer service with anything I've ever bought than this company right here. They're amazing. But yeah, there's Lectric Bike. I'm going to close this down and give you some statements on what I think is the best about it and what I maybe don't like. Wow, what an awesome day. I did not film any of the Cades Cove loop because, as I stated earlier, I did a really great video on going around there, and I didn't want to bore you doing the same thing again. But I saw at least 10 bears, at least. They were all babies, which was a little scary. Like, this was the first time they had us route over into the weeds to get around, because they were there, like, up in the trees. There was one that came out in the road. I missed that one. I think I had left and I had just missed it. I heard them saying they needed help up at that area I had just left with all the bears up in the trees. So there was one that came down in the road. Let me give you some advice. Stay away from them. There were people today that just blew my mind. There was one, and I was taking a picture, and well, no, I had my binoculars out. I mean, I'm pretty far away, and I'm watching it up in the tree, and all of a sudden I hear someone go, "Oh my God." And I turn around and look, and here comes a big one. This is a bigger bear, and it's literally walking towards the road. And the husband, they have 2 kids, and the husband's like, "We need to go." And the wife was like, no, I'm going to take a picture. And this bear was already too close. So and you could tell he was livid. He's like, come on. I watched this woman get her camera and go up almost, I bet she wasn't 5 foot from that bear. And like I said, I got on my bike and hopped and just went on because there was a lot of bear activity there. And then I heard a call for, needing some help up there. So I hope nobody got hurt. I don't think anyone did, but don't do that. Bears are wild animals. They're adorable. I would love to hug one, but you can't. So, be very smart when you're out and you're seeing wildlife like that. Walk away from it, people. Walk away, because they're very, very dangerous. So I just was in shock that woman was doing that, and so was her husband. He was so mad, and I don't blame him. I would have probably took my kids on and went on. But anyway, beautiful. And I'm really here to do a video of the Lectric Bike. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So I did the 11 miles around, and I'm going to go over this bike here shortly with you, and I love it. Like, I really do. As I said, I probably didn't tell you, I've had 3 of these bikes. My first one was, it was like the straight bar, and I am very short, so I had a hard time getting off of that thing. So I would almost drop it every single time. So then I ended up getting the step through, which is what I have now, and I loved it, and it got stolen off the back of my vehicle. So that was not fun. So I immediately had to go. I got another one, and I am ashamed to say that when I bought this one, I had only, I think at the time, maybe 23 miles on it or something stupid, just where I haven't been riding it. So definitely want to get that thing out more. I'm definitely going to do a review on it. Don't feed the bear and don't try to pet him. All right, we'll get to that next. This bike over here, I'm looking at it. It's nice. All right, let's talk about this thing. Let me give you the pros and cons that I see with it. And this is just my personal opinion. You should absolutely get on YouTube if you're thinking about getting one of these and really research it. And when you go on their website, they have a million different ones. And that's one thing that I love about these things. My neighbors across the street, they actually have a trike. And someday that's what I'll get. Not there yet, but I love the idea of the trike. You're not having to worry about falling over and all that. And so, for people that have bad knees, which I have bad knees, fortunately, knock on wood, I'm doing okay. But, if they got worse, that's probably what I'd go to. So it was super cool to see. I saw some trikes out on the trail today. I think I bought my first electric bike maybe 5 years ago, and maybe 6, but back then nobody ever saw that thing before. And I'll be honest with you, the only reason that I got it was the cheapest electric bike I had found. I had seen other kinds of electric bikes, and I thought they were so cool, and I was like, oh, I would love to do that. But they were, very expensive, $2,000-$3,000. Some of them were more than that, and I just knew I didn't want to. I was like, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to buy me a motorcycle. So I didn't want to do that. So when I came across this on YouTube, actually, I knew it was a good price range. And they have many different ones. I'm not going to talk about the prices. You just need to look the website up. So let's talk about the pros to me is number one, it's very easy to ride. It's so easy to ride. A lot of people have this misconception that because it's an electric bike that you're not doing anything but riding it like a scooter, and that's not, you have that option. I can literally ride that just like a scooter. It's I can do that. But and that's totally up to you. Maybe that's what you would want to do. I don't. I do want to get some exercise with it. So you have a pedal assist 1 all the way to 5. I have never had it on 5. Not one time. Never. I don't think I've ever had it on 4. But I have had it on 3. There were a lot of hills on this trail. So when I was hitting those really steep hills, I would put it on 3 and then gear down. And did it very easily. But 2 is what I mainly have it on. And I'm pedaling. I'm not just sitting there riding, So is it easier than a regular bike? Yes, it is. And that's the purpose behind it. Today was super cool for me because I saw a lot of older people. I saw some handicapped people. And it was so cool to see them because they would have the trikes out there or whatever, you know. And I actually talked to a lady, and she said, I would have never been able to do this if I didn't have this electric bike. Now, she had a different one than me, but I did see several of these out today, these electric ones. They're everywhere now. So it's very comfortable, especially if you get the seat. It's very easy to drive. It's very easy to learn. There's nothing, you know, terrible about it. So it's a very simple process. I love that it folds up. That I think that's pretty nice. If you have you know, you can slide it in the back of a trunk of a car, and a lot of cars they'll fit once you fold it up. Yeah, I love really everything. I love that it, you know, it's got the light on it, and you know, I love that it tells you how fast you're going, how far you've went. It's just, I love everything about it, except for the weight. I will go ahead and tell you that the only issue I have is the weight of this bike. They make it look so simple when they fold it over and throw it in the trunk of a vehicle, but it is not that simple. I actually wish that electric bikes would put, like, maybe when you folded it down, if it was a way to lock it into place. And you know, maybe I've missed it. Maybe there is a way. I don't know. I haven't seen that. But I think when you're doing it and you're trying to put it in a car, it's very heavy. It's I'll give all the details at the end of this, but it's 60 pounds, if not a little more. And so that's pretty heavy, and especially when you're trying to fit it and get it into this car, and I don't know, it's very heavy, and I don't like that. And I'll be very honest, that's probably one of the reasons I have not rode this as much as I should have. We have a great trail near our house at the lake, and I love it. Tweetsy Trail, for those people in the Tri-Cities, Tweetsy Trail is a great trail. But I took it one time, and I rode it, and I like to have never got it in my vehicle, and luckily a man came over and helped me. I would have never got it in there. So that's honestly the reason I haven't ridden it more than I should have. So I have a major problem with that. There were people, you know, oh, well, you can get these big totes, which I did, and it does. You can get them at Lowe's, and it fits perfect inside that big old tote. And it has wheels on it, but then what do you do with it? Like, I can't pick the tote up and the bike and get it in the back. So that did me absolutely zero good, other than maybe just storing it in there or something, but it was of no use to me. So that's my only complaint. They do have a bike though that is you know, around 40 pounds, and again, you can look that up. I think the point of that is it's so much smaller. I don't know that I'd be as comfortable on it. So you kind of have to weigh out your options and decide what's best for you. But again, it's my only complaint, and I'm just going to have to work around it and figure out an easier way to get this thing going. But they do have bike racks for these things, for the electric. These do have the wider wheels on it, so you can sling it up on there, and so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so for the electric bike, it's a win for me. I think it's a win for most people that have it. I please urge you to get onto their website and take a look at all the different things they have. And for me, I would have been able to do this trail today, but I would have ended up walking probably half of it, no joke, because there's just some of those hills that I couldn't do. I just wouldn't be able to physically do that, I don't think. So it's a great option, so definitely weigh it out. And yeah, so this video, not too exciting, but I do hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Tell me if you have one of these things. What are the things you love about it? What are the things you don't like? And if you know obviously more details than I do, definitely you know, get down there and tell everyone about the details of it. But yeah, definitely like it, definitely comment. If you haven't subscribed to us, we would really appreciate it, more than you would ever know. So we'd appreciate you subscribing. But anyway, that's going to be it on this electric bike. If you have any questions, let me know. Peace. See you on the next one.